Hi, lovely people. Please come in, like, and share the video. Please like and share. Welcome, guys. Please like and share. Say hi. Please, as you come in, like. Sorry, guys. Please, as you come in, like. Sorry for the invisible show again. Let's catch up and have a laugh. Have at least an hour of some useful conversation or discussion. Where are all the couples in the house? And singletons, actually. Please come in. Please like and share as you come in. Music together. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, 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 ay. Please say hi. Please, as you come in, like the video, please. It's going to be very quick. It's a very snappy video. Sorry, there's no image. I wasn't intending to come live today, but I just wanted us to catch up and have a very relaxed moment this evening. Greetings, everyone. Shana Yak! Welcome, my darling sisters. Yes, you're first. Please like the video as you come in. Sorry, there's no image. Let's have a laugh. Let's have a conversation. The street is very tense. Community seems to be on edge. Let's have a useful conversation, something to laugh, and just learn something useful that we can all learn, share our thoughts and experiences together. Please, as you come, like the video, show your girl some love by liking. Happy New Week, Sean Ayok. By God, we are chosen by God. Welcome, please, as you come in, like, sorry, no image. Let's just have a relaxed moment, a chill show without any tension, very relaxed, respectful, and educative. I need just 10 people and we're good to go. Eh, eh, eh. Chuba, Chuba. Please like the video as you come in. Say hi. You are a woman. Oh yes. Oh yes. We are beautiful and wonderfully made. Yes, we can. Please like the video. The time is now. The time is now. The time is now. Welcome everybody. Welcome Shanayok. Welcome those who are still at the back watching. Please like the video. Even though you're watching me from the back, show your girl some love by just liking the video. Today we're going to be talking about for better or worse, some of the mistakes that couples make in their relationship. We're just going to talk about a few. I know I promise that our next topic will be about, you know, feminine hygiene. But I want to do that topic, on camera because I'll probably be demonstrating as well. So I really need to do that topic when I'm on camera. Where is everybody? Shona, you go and bring them. Call your village people, darling. Go and bring them to come here. Why do people want to listen or be where you're going to feel so stressed? It's Monday. It's Monday motivation. You should come and motivate yourself, get something positive so that you can kickstart your week feeling all refreshed, energized, and burst up. Where's everybody? Where's everybody? Where's everybody? Yes, baby. Mia, Mia, Mia. I always say to people, I've made so many shows. What's up? What's up? What's happening, baby? What are you doing now? What do you want with my pen? Should I give you this? Hold on. Take. You go draw with that one. Take. You don't need that one. This stuff. There. There. Where's everybody? I always say, and I've said it so many times, that in life, before we get into today's topic, I really want to welcome everybody. Those of you who will be joining us later, I welcome you all still on my channel. Today we'll be talking about some of the common mistakes that couples make in their relationship. But before that, I just want to draw our attention to something I did. I did a post this morning about good karma and bad karma, because every time people hear karma, they always think that it's always a negative connotation to that word karma. But no, karma has both positive and negative. That's a double-edged sword. Okay, so there's good karma and there's bad karma. And I've always said, literally, the universe will pay you what you actually plant or send out into the universe as well. Okay, what's the matter, baby? What's the matter? What's the matter? Do you want this? You want that? So if you plant evil, you get evil. If you plant good, you get good. Okay? And I always say, be very careful how you treat people. Be very careful how you treat people. Be very careful how you go out there to intentionally hurt people. Be very careful how you go out there to actually intentionally plot evil. When you know it's evil and it's bound to hurt or destroy someone's image, or even take away someone's life, we have to be very careful, especially when you do it deliberately. I'm always shocked when I hear people say things like, I'm coming for you, I'm coming to get you, I will deal with you, and they actually go out there to execute their threats. Yes, darling, let's enjoy it. Let's enjoy Shona Yoke. Yes, let's enjoy it. That's what I love. It'll be more interactive, It'll be more interactive. They'll watch later. I don't want to be insulting mommy, papai. I will spit. I would put. Oh my goodness, I can't. So I will not. So because I'm not doing that, Shona Yoke, so they've left you and I to do the show, which I still love. Yes, don't get in there. Come on, honey. So be very careful. You put out all those threats and you actually go out there to deliberately execute them. Wash your hands and leave. Wash your hands and leave, please. Thank you. Wash it and leave that place. And you do it. And when you do it, some people think like they're untouchable, they're invincible, that they can do things to others, hurt people, offend people, make people cry. Even some people quarrel some people and they feel that they can go scot-free. No. What you sow is what you're going to harvest. You cannot sow cocoyams and expect to harvest plantains. That's just the honest truth in life. And it's happening in real time. It's happening in real time. And what's funny is sometimes we are surprised when things happen back, or when things hit us back negatively. Sometimes it's always good for us to sit and reflect and see where we've gone wrong and ask for forgiveness, especially from the man above. Ask for forgiveness because you don't want that karma to keep following you. And I always encourage people, do good. Of course, we are humans, we're always going to make mistakes. And if you offend or upset someone unknowingly, it's okay to say, I'm sorry. It's okay to acknowledge the person's feeling that they are hurt and apologize and move on and take away that negative energy that you've actually sent in the universe unknowingly. That's just how life is. But for some people, somehow, they find it difficult. I don't know if people have literally sold their consciences to the devil, or people have literally decided to sell their dignity for cheap popularity, or for chicken change. Because I know these days people will do anything for money or popularity. Yeah. So that's my advice. So anyways, let's get cracking to today's topic. Last time we had an amazing show, even though it was an impromptu one like today's one. So hopefully it's going to be another funny one where we can all laugh and relax and not be tense. So I watched a program where this guy from the diaspora, or who lives in the diaspora, was narrating his ordeal, his experience of having a wife from Africa, bringing a wife from Africa into the diaspora, and narrating his ordeal and trying to give advice to people. And I was just laughing because I've actually, like, firsthand seen people that I know, or someone who knows someone that I know, share their experience of how similar circumstances, similar situations have happened or occurred, where a man goes to Africa and brings a wife. Mishra, can you close that tap, please? Can you close the tap? Stop the tap from flowing. Thank you. Come out, please. Come out. Come out. Thank you. Wipe your hands and come out, please. Good girl. Exactly. Shonayok. So this guy was sharing his experience, and I had to laugh because it's not uncommon for us to hear about similar things like that. So what this guy was saying is, advising his fellow men to try and avoid going to Africa to bring their wives, or going to Africa to marry those women in Africa and bringing them to diaspora, thinking that that's the best option for them. That's one of the best ways they can, find their peace of mind, knowing that they're bringing a woman from Africa who has no idea of what Europe or America is all about. Now, as we all know, typical African men as they are, our African men, what happens is most of them that are in the diaspora will go out there to bring their wives. Especially, I'm talking about the ones who were not in a relationship before traveling abroad, because that's a different case. You can be in a relationship with a woman, and then it so happened that you have to travel abroad. That's a different ball game. You already know this person before bringing them, even though sometimes tables can turn still with those people. But I'm talking specifically to those ones who leave the diaspora, go back just to get married to a woman they term submissive. Just to get married to a woman they term submissive. So they leave Europe because they feel like the European women or European girls are know it all, or they're very, stuck up, or they're always bragging, or they are so independent, or they are stubborn, they don't listen to a man, they're not submissive. So for that reason, they will call their parents back in Africa and arrange with them or negotiate with family members to see if they can find a submissive wife or submissive girl in quote back in Africa. And the whole idea, I'm sure some of you have heard these stories before, and the whole idea is for, to bring these women to Europe or America, and then these women will have to be like subservient to them, because they want to have their masculinity still in place as the typical African man, the orthodox African man that they would want for themselves. A man that would say sit and the wife would be quiet, and a man that would say you're not going to work and the wife would listen to, and the man that would say to you, I'm not going to eat stale food, you have to prepare fresh meal every day, or 3 square meals a day fresh. Those are the kind of ideas that these men have when they go to get those women, and then they bring these women here, and in the end these women tend to show them shege. These women tend to show them shege, because that's what this guy was actually crying and advising fellow men not to do it. Because the reality is that these women when they get here, okay, they get enlightened. They interact, especially those ones who even get a chance, even if it means going to church and meeting church members, having conversations with those church members, maybe watching the news, and just even looking around and seeing the way things operate. Those women start, having an open mind. They start questioning a lot of things, okay? And they start understanding that there's a system in place to protect and uphold their human rights and their voice. And it goes the same for them, for a man. It goes the same for a man as well. Shona, it's true. Is it not true? The women come and show them shaga, or shege. So these women understand. These women understand that they have this system in place to protect them. And so when you, that African man, then wants to show your macho-ness in the house and treating the woman like a second-class citizen, thinking it's that same African girl that you brought from the village, you will be surprised. You will be surprised. Let me share you guys something that happened to a friend of a friend. So this is what happened. This guy is well-off guy. Okay, well-off guy, Cameroonian. This is real life story. The guy is well-to-do, well-established in the diaspora in Europe. I don't want to say the country, just in case there's somebody following me here who actually knows this person. They'll put 2 and 2 together and know it's the person I'm talking about. So this person actually lives in diaspora, has been in diaspora for decades, and well-established, has a house, a good job, and everything well settled. And this guy always talks about, oh, I can never get married to all of you, these European girls. You feel you know so much. You feel like you've gone to school. You have all the degrees. You don't listen to your man. You want to be like a man in the house. He always jokes about it. And then he always ends up saying, I'll go and get me a good wife from Cameroon. I'll go and get me a good wife from Cameroon. And lo and behold, he went to Cameroon, got married to this girl from the village, brought the girl to Europe, and tried to do that African man mentality on the girl. And this girl dealt with the guy. This girl dealt with him to a point where she actually poured water on him while he was asleep. She poured water on him while and attacked him while he was asleep. And this guy thought, this cannot be the girl I brought from the village. This can definitely not be the girl that I brought from the village. And he was so shocked. And what he did was pretend, or actually he came up with a scheme to say, oh, he wants this girl to go home and visit her family, because it's been a while. Exactly, Shona Yoke. It's been a while Hi, Jink and Don. Welcome, beautiful sis. All is well. Let's talk. We're talking couple issue, couple matters. Some of the mistakes that we make as couples. This guy that came up with a scheme in order to send this girl packing. He actually lied to her and said, "Oh, it's been a while since you went to visit your parents. I would love to pay your flight to go home and visit your parents before you come back." And that was the end of that relationship. That girl went home. The guy declared, um, applied for a divorce back home in Cameroon and declared that relationship null and void here in Europe. And that's how that relationship ended. And that's not the first or the second or the third. There are similar cases like this all over the place. Yet these men don't learn. A woman from the diaspora can never be the same when you bring them in Europe or America. They can never be the same. That's what they say. Traveling is a form of education, isn't it? Traveling is a form of education because when you travel, you see things differently. Your scope of reasoning literally expands. You know, if you're going to an advanced world or a different third world country, it doesn't matter. There's one or two things that you will pick up. It's really things that you want to better your life or better yourself. And for most women, going to work, oh, just saying hello, make I go catch dollars. Sis, go and catch dollars. Oh, go and catch dollars, my darling hardworking sis. Go and catch dollars. We'll catch up with you later, sweet sis Bella. Thank you, sis. Thank you, thank you. Let me call and contribute really quick before I go eat home. Okay, all right, sis. Oh, where's the phone? Call it. You have to call the new line, right? Hold on, sis. Do you want me to call you? Maybe I can call you, sis. I'll call you instead. I hope you're not calling the the first show number. Let's see.
Yeah, sure.
Let me call. Let me call her instead. Hello, sis. Oh, great.
I was planning to cut, but I've been so busy.
You better.
We need to catch up with Bella. Let me tell you something about this people going to marry back home.
Yes.
It's home so hard. That's what I want to contribute because
Yeah.
this is what we're going. One of my friends' brother, right?
Yeah.
He is a medical doctor, like a top surgeon here.
Okay.
Dated so many beautiful women here, career women. Like one time we'll bring people like, oh, okay, and then my brother don't bring. It was like, okay. All of a sudden, talk of everyone. He went home, got married to a girl that I think that girl was like 25 years old then, and he was in his 50s. So when he got the girl, I think the girl had just finished university, was trying to get, like do masters or something or get medical school. I don't know, but what like
Yeah.
so
Support picking welcome, sis.
Over,
Yeah.
he was like, what? Has he lost his mind? Why would he do that? You know what they say, control. Like
Yes.
even that man was shocked.
It was for control purpose. Yeah.
The whole family was shocked, like the way he shocked everybody. Let me tell you what happened. So when he brought the girl, with that mindset, the gap already is too huge.
Yeah.
And normally that girl will have her boyfriend, normally
yes.
for university and stuff like
yes,
that.
nah.
And the man already, mingling with all these, our neighboring people too now, like names and stuff like that. I mean the country, I don't want to call their names.
I know that our neighboring country.
He was hanging out with them, and there'll be like this competition, and he'll be pushing that when he goes and see things in the house, like the ignorance of human beings. You want that girl to doing that? The girl was like, she cannot be friends with those people, and most of those people, their wives too were almost their age. She said she felt out of place, and she wanted to hang out with this my friends. and hang out with us. I was like, huh? I don't want that. I don't want that. You know. But anyway, like he was so mean to this girl. Like even
Oh my
if there are
God.
things the girl don't know and she wants to ask for correction, you know, like and unfortunately the girl could not cook.
Oh
She couldn't
God.
cook for nothing. And the man would like complain, Yuki, or the only what do you know? And the way he would talk to her as if
Oh
she's
my
a child.
God.
That girl was like, he had a business, he had his own practice, so he wanted the girl to be coming there like his friend's wives are doing. But his friend's wife already went to here.
Yeah.
So already used
The system. Yeah.
And then he said, this girl, she's so slow to catch up. How can you just carry somebody and put that person into things
You
like
expect
that?
them. You expect them
It's
to
not gonna
behave
work.
exactly like the other people already there.
The girl swallowed all those things. The man was rude, like they will belittle this woman, beautiful girl, belittle this girl. That girl is smart, went to school too. Guess what? She finished school.
That's the worst mistake you can make as a man, to allow them go to school.
The man was expecting her to come and work with him in the practice, but no way. She said she would not. That's when she started putting her foot down.
Yeah.
The man was shocked when she even stopped going to the place to his practice, go to look for a job in another his friend's practice.
Oh my God.
Like, okay, they have, I think they have like four children. I don't know, but it's worse now. Like it's hell.
So she's still with the man. She's still with the man though.
She's still with the man, but they are not in good terms. They're not like it's bad.
Oh my God.
Because I think now like the girl has learned and she has sisters here that are coaching her. Like, hey, the man too is scared. Like it's bad. Like he's scared. Everybody's laughing. God knows. Yeah, the women, most of them, I know them. They come here, we're close with them. You know, we see them, matured women.
Yeah.
And then he didn't even say nothing to them. All of a sudden, we just saw him with a woman.
25 years. 25 years gap.
Hey, do you see the guy, the age gap?
Yeah.
Okay. And now gossip is like the guy is still communicating with her ex-boyfriends and things like that. I mean, like, see,
the girl is communicating with her ex-boyfriend. I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised.
My thing is that like we cannot use a one brush. That's what I have to contribute real quick on this thing, because if I am a witness to this thing, right? Let me tell you something. In as much as people want to blame the girl, to an extent, I don't.
Yeah.
You hear me?
Yes. I get where you're coming from.
Because you cannot chop off somebody's self-esteem.
Yeah.
And when that person finally realizes and retaliates, you want to think that person is a bad person?
Yeah.
Oh, hell no. He treated her in the wrong way you can imagine.
Yeah.
I feel bad for him because I don't know what he was thinking to even do that.
Yeah.
With all the women you dated here. But I think in a way it's karma. You don't take women like you are tasting soup.
Yeah, I choose to be. He had a hidden agenda. He had a hidden agenda.
Tomorrow this auntie is here. The next day this auntie is here. Some of them we are just seeing and we'll be like, okay. But finally this girl came. But it's Pepe. And I think he's like 60 now.
Oh
Pepe.
God.
Where do you want that?
He's 60 and she's like 30 now. Oh God.
Yeah, people should be very careful on how, first of all, my motto in life is be kind.
Yeah.
Be kind. Treat people how you want to be treated.
Absolutely.
Have self-respect. Me, I have conscience. So, you know, there are things that people even do at work away with. I'm like, I can't. How will I say? You know, like sometimes I want to be mad with one of my roommates. Like I was so mad one time. I said, you start buying your supply. Girl, you know I can't keep up with that.
Yeah, it's not part of you.
I said I will hide it, but my conscience, I just cannot do it.
Yeah.
Something keep telling me it's just a pattern. That's just me. There are things I cannot do in my conscience.
Yeah.
Will kill me.
But
people don't care.
People don't.
We have to be careful. You cannot say you want to just go home and marry to have control and reborn a human being. Even a child.
Yeah.
You cannot reborn your child. They'll push back.
That's what it is.
Every time you slap a child, one day that child will retaliate.
Yeah.
So we have to be careful. You cannot treat a human being like a robot.
Thank you, sis. Thank you
See,
so
you just go
much.
and marry a woman and say, "Oh, you were so humble." No, they had no choice. They didn't know any better. So when they
Exactly.
come, their eyes are open. They see things. I know another girl too was married to this guy, claimed he had money in Cameroon. You know how that they do that thing. The girl was young and
Uh-huh.
pretty. So she married this man. The man was doing terrible things.
Oh.
And then the man brothers were here. He had privileges. They make the woman can't give birth. The girl
Yeah.
came, her college models in school here, her classmates. Her eyes open. She said things. She said, no, it's not okay for a man to be cheating.
Yeah.
It's not okay for a man to go out the whole day, don't eat breakfast, don't eat lunch, don't eat dinner.
And come back
It's
and
not
don't
okay.
eat. And come back home and you
guess
don't eat.
that girl, you know what happened? The man was dating another woman, even gave birth to that woman. Somebody told the wife at home. The wife asked, she said, "That's a lie. Stop
Oh my
hanging
God.
out with these people that gossip. Don't hang out with them. You know how they intimidate
They
you.
always
That
do
woman
that.
is a bad woman. Don't hang out." Guess what? Let me tell you something. That girl came here, her eyes open. She gave birth to that baby. Now she had multiple entrants, right, to come back here.
Yeah.
Went to Cameroon. Pack up all her things in a few months and disappeared. And the people here, her college models and friends, they bought her ticket because the abuse was alarming.
Oh my
and she
God.
flew and came back and came here. The man go mad in Cameroon. He used
Oh
his
my
influence to
To-
assault her friend in Cameroon. And that's how
Oh
they
my
get
goodness.
Ebeki and the doctor. Yeah. And guess what? Whole and behold, the child that this guy was denying that he didn't have a child. Fast forward,
Mhm.
he went and put her in the boarding school. The brothers here sent their children to Cameroon to go to school, right? Guess what? They
Oh.
went to that boarding school.
I
This
met the
boy
girl.
looks exactly. No, this boy, the child, look exactly like them.
And
had their dad.
that's always the problem,
You
sis.
know how these our children here are very inquisitive, right? They're not like. And he said, "You have my uncle's name."
Oh
And
my
you look at
God.
it, that's my dad.
Oh my
That
God.
boy, not knowing that is a fair child, called the mom here, called even the mom in the auntie, said, "Hey, I saw my brother." And then
Oh my God.
that's why the wife said, "Oh." So it has been true for 12, more than how many? 13 years.
Oh my
So
God.
this child here didn't know. You know how they're inquisitive.
Yeah,
So
innocent.
that's
Yeah,
how
talking out of naivety and innocence. Oh my God.
That's her hand. So the woman said, "Oh, so you guys castigated me."
Oh
You
my
see,
goodness.
the woman had left the marriage and she's here, she's fine, she remarried, she finished her medical school, she's doing well.
Oh, that's
I'm
good.
just saying
Thank
this
God.
to say that there are so many things I've seen with my eyes, my dear sister.
Yeah.
All these things people are saying is so true.
Yeah, it is.
And we have to be careful. Our lesson is that don't push people to the breaking point.
Yes.
And for me, if somebody do that, it's okay. It's hard, cry, get yourself together, pick up, and God will bless you tremendously.
Amen. Thank you so much, my beautiful sis. Have a lovely shift. Go and hustle that dollar for us. Thank you so much. Yeah, that's the honest truth. And people keep saying this and people share their experiences, but men, even the women, they still don't listen. They go and bring those girls or boys from Africa, hoping that they're going to control them. They're going to be like their master puppets, and they're going to be the puppets. But in the end, it always turns sour, and people are crying. And the sad thing is, the sad thing with this relationship is when you bring those women or the girls or the boys to the diaspora, the moment you marry them, okay, they start seeing you as your equal. It doesn't matter if you have 30 or 40 years age gap, they're your equal. Once you chat a girl, doesn't matter how young that girl is, the moment you put yourself down and go courting a girl, that's it. You're literally bringing yourself to that person, to that girl or boy's level, and they're going to treat you accordingly. So whether your age is like that or equivalent to that of their father or mother, it makes no difference to them. It makes no difference. The worst is when you share a bed together. That's it, gone. You become pals. And so why do people then, or the men, get surprised when they get treated accordingly? So that's one mistake. If you're marrying a woman, marry a woman because you love that person, you know the person. Don't go to Africa to marry a woman and bring the woman or boy in thinking that you can control them. No, it doesn't work like that. And another thing that a lot of us in the diaspora, the mistake that we make with our partners or spouses, is that we paint the wrong image wherever, especially when the people that our partners are still in Africa, when we go there to visit, we paint the wrong image of what we are actually facing, what life is actually here in the diaspora. We go home, we want to flash cash, car, a rental apartments, and make it look like life is so sweet. I remember when my hubby was still back in Africa and I was here, I often talked to him. When we video chat, I showed him where I lived. So he knew that when he's coming, we are starting from scratch to build our life together. But some people don't tell their partners, their future husbands or wives, the truth, the reality, the hustling that they are hustling, be it you a cleaner, a carer, how many hours you have to literally do to make ends meet. That you're ashamed to tell them that you live in a 1 bedroom flat, or you live in a studio, or you don't even have a car here, but when you go home you're renting cars and trying to live the big boy or big girl life. And then when the person comes here, or the person, you tell the person they're coming to join you, you tell the person they're coming to join you in Europe or America, they're all excited because they feel like they're coming to live probably in a skyscraper based on the picture that you've painted in their mind. Based on the picture that you've painted in their mind, knowing that they know that they are coming to live this affluent lifestyle, whereas it's non-existent. It's non-existent. But some of us as couples, we are so ashamed to be honest, to tell them the truth. That happened. That happened to a friend, or not a friend, but an acquaintance. I've said that story before. That when we're in secondary school, she had this guy. She had this guy in diaspora, and the guy used to come home for Christmas holiday or summer holidays. And this guy would come. This guy actually bought her a car while she was in Cameroon. This guy bought her a little starlet. She was driving this little red starlet, doing the big girl stuff. There was this salad place in Commercial Avenue. They did salad. For those of you in Bamenda, there's a place at Commercial Avenue just before, I think, Press Book Shop. In the good old days, there was a salad place. And the salad place was just for the people who could, who could literally afford it, because a plate of that salad was like 2,000 francs. I think so, 2,000 francs. And salad is like luxury a bit, and people want, to feel like you've arrived. People want to go there and have. This girl was literally living in that place, wearing all the latest trends, pulling in a car, and we're looking and thinking, oh my God, she's doing the big girl stuff, because her husband or her future or her fiance was in the diaspora. But this fiance was not telling her the truth, was not painting the real picture. Queen Atkins Diamond, my darling sis of high standards, welcome, darling. Happy New Week. This guy was not telling this girl the truth, that he was here struggling, and that lifestyle she was living, it's not what she's gonna face when she arrives Europe. And then, guess what? This guy processed her documents. She was given entry to come, and she came. What she saw, she couldn't cope. She couldn't cope because she was so used to that lifestyle of enjoyment, lifestyle of relaxation. She was so used to having everything, having a car. But no, when she came, this guy was living in a studio. Mommy Bree. Mommy Bree. Whoa. I've missed you, Mommy Bree. I'm filling in your gap. I'm stepping in for you, Mommy Bree, you see. I'm stepping in. I'm doing those programs that you should have been doing. Where are you? I miss you. Come back, please. Say, Bella, why are you up at this time of the day? Oh, thanks, Queen Atkins Diamond. Mama, your auntie is saying hello. So this girl came and realized that this guy was actually staying in a studio. She couldn't believe her eyes. This girl's struggle. She could not accept the fact that she's left this huge house she was living in Cameroon, rented by this guy, to come and live in a studio. In a studio with this guy. Needless to say, they started having their arguments. They were fighting, physical fighting. Friends will have to separate it. They will fight from their studio, come out and fight on the street. It was so bad that these two people had to separate. This couple ended up separating. Yes, they ended up separating. Why? Because when we go to marry these girls, when we go to get a husband from Africa or marry our husbands from Africa, you don't tell them the truth. You don't tell them that you have to do 12 hours. You don't tell them that when you come back, you're knackered. You cannot sit up to have that conversation that you normally have when you go on holiday. Because when we're on holiday in Africa, we have nothing to worry about for the next day. You want to spend time with your loved one or with your lover. You can sit up, you can stay up all night and have a conversation. You can stay up all night and party. You have that time for each other. You have that one-on-one moment together. But in the diaspora, when the person finally meets you, they're expecting to have that same, a level of attention and interaction. But no, that's not possible because you have to pay the bills. You have to buy food. You have to, the upkeep. Even before that person gets a job, you have to run the household for a time period, or a period of time before they can get themselves settled. And so if you don't tell them the truth and paint a vivid image of the real life hustle in the diaspora, trust me, you're risking your relationship. You're risking your relationship big time. And that's just some of the mistakes that a lot of us make. God's love. Welcome, the sweetest soul on the street. Welcome, darling. I see you. Happy New Week. That's just one of the mistakes that we make. Tell them the truth. Tell them the truth. Because when you want to go on holiday, we save. Tell them you save a lot. You have to save up so that when you come, you can have enough money to spend and, have that enjoyable moment with them. So they don't see that money that you've saved, you work so hard to save, and feel like that money, that's just how you will spend also when they come to join you, when they come to join you in America or in Europe or wherever you may be. Because that's what they'll be expecting. But that's not the reality. And if they don't see it, they'll be unhappy. And when they're unhappy, your relationship will be a sour one, and it won't be an enjoyable one or a loving, dovey relationship as it was before. And before you know it, people are fighting or people are literally divorcing or separating. So please, let's tell them the truth, paint the right image. And then this point I'm going to say exactly is for my ladies. This particular point I'm going to make is for my ladies. For those ladies who feel like when they're married, this one is in general, for those ladies who feel like when they are married, they can then ditch their single friends. Because there are people, I've heard it so many times. Oh, sorry, baby. You okay? Sorry. They feel like when they're married, no, ladies don't pick their nostrils. Don't pick it. Don't do that. They feel like the ladies who feel like when they're married, they have to, ditch their single girlfriends. And you hear it a lot. And when I hear things like that, I'm embarrassed, I'm ashamed. Oh my God. I don't find it funny. When you hear a lady say, I'm now married. I don't want anything to do with a single woman. Or, oh my God, it sounds so cringy to even say that, because a lot of us, a lot of you married women, or some of us married women, have lost great friends because of this stinking attitude of saying, I'm now married, I want nothing to do with a single lady. And some men actually even tell their wives, to cut off from their single friends. And some of those single friends are even at times the voice of reason around their wives or husbands. Yes, some of the single friends, they have been the voice of reason since day one for your wife or your husband. And so you see yourself as, at another level just because you're married, and you want to chuck your friends to the side because they are single. This thing I hear people say, oh, single people are classified as harlots. That's crazy. That's the craziest thing that somebody can just say. This is the craziest statement of 2024. The girl with the vibes. Welcome, my beautiful sis. Welcome. I see you. Happy New Week. Yes. Thanks, guys, for liking the video. Thank you, guys. You don't just chuck your friend because you're married. Marriage is not like an exclusive club. It's not like, how do you call this thing? All these cultic clubs where you feel like you can cut off people and only a certain group of people should be in this organization. No. And any good friend anyway, when you're married, isn't it a nice thing that you can also prepare your single friend for marriage by actually telling them some of the things or the challenges that you're facing and how you're resolving it, so you can actually help them. Because trust me, I remember there was a time I was living with my friend, my best friend, and her husband. Oh, guys, this is so funny. She's like my sister, actually, because we've passed that best friend level. She's a sister. When I call somebody my best friend, my sisters, because I can name my friends just a hand. This best friend I stayed, she was so kind. She allowed me stay at her place. I stayed with her and her husband and her children for years. And this is what happened. It's funny because some of her friends or colleagues or co-workers used to say to her, she would tell me when she comes back, she tells me, I will laugh, we will laugh together. She'll say, some of her co-workers are actually asking her, how come she's so confident and so trusting of me to allow a lady like that to stay at her place? Is she not worried that I can come and steal her husband? And by that time, I already had my fiance who was staying in Cameroon. By that time, I was already engaged. They were telling her also stories like she should be scared to have another grown-up woman at her place. Because these days you cannot trust people, even your own sister, you cannot trust. And she will tell me these things and we'll laugh. And I kind of understand. Because history is proven. I know of somebody who actually stole their auntie's husband. Yes. So when she said, I laughed because I didn't take any offense to it, because probably this person or this co-worker is talking from experience. Either personal experience or from a friend's experience or somebody that they know. Because if for someone like me, because if it's a friend, I will not think like that because she's like a sister. But for other people, they will look at it in that way. This person was like saying this thing perhaps out of experience, because like I said, I know somebody who actually took their auntie's husband. Yes. Their auntie that sponsored them in secondary school, primary school and secondary school, they ended up taking the auntie's husband from the auntie. Yes. Eloped and traveled abroad. And the auntie only found out that this person had taken her husband, and this is the person that the lady that is with her husband is her niece. This is real life story. This is somebody's story. It was an abomination. in the locality was an abomination. Yes, she nicked her auntie's husband. And this auntie was traumatized and she never recovered. She never recovered. And what was bad is that she even went on to have kids with this man. Oh, Papa God. Oh, Lord have mercy. She ended up having kids with this man. Yeah. Yeah. But the man, anyway, the man sadly passed away. The man sadly passed away. The man is not alive anymore. But this is what people, these are the kind of things that people do. And you don't have to be surprised when someone is actually challenging or worried about you being in another woman's house, a woman who is married, a couple, in the midst of a couple. So my bestie would talk about this with me and we'll laugh about it, because for me, my brother-in-law is like my elder brother. So I don't look at it in any other way. You know, even when I was at their place, I would never dress with my knee showing, because out of respect for my sister's husband, I would not dress in a certain way. You know, I wouldn't wear anything short. I wouldn't wear anything transparent. I wouldn't wear anything that would even suggest otherwise. And that's how you have to be conscious as well. You know, you have to be very conscious when you're living in such an environment. But of course, you know, some women will go there with their own hidden agendas and do the undoable, like this girl did to her auntie. Honestly, God's love, I don't even know how that girl was sleeping at night. How did she even happen? Oh God, how did she even nurse the courage to even be intimate with the guy, so much so that they had to elope and then start a family together? God help me. It was an abomination. It was an abomination. Yeah. It was an abomination. It's like me sending co-host to go and live now with my bestie. And my bestie actually sponsored co-host. Co-host grew up in that house, went to primary school, went to secondary school, and then ended up taking my bestie's husband. God forbid. Oh, yeah. God forbid such thing. God forbid such thing. Yeah, this is what happened. And that's why I say, for those people anyway, for like I was saying, if you're a married couple, you don't have to ditch your single friends. Help them. Tell them, because when I was in my bestie's house, I learned a lot. It taught me how to be patient. I saw how to be patient with both the husband and the kids, because she had kids. I used to tell her that she's just an amazing mother, and her level of patience as a wife is impeccable. And I admire that a lot. And when I was leaving, those are some of the things I picked. But if she was a bad friend or a bad sister, she would probably have said, no, sorry, I don't think my husband will, want us to stay together, or the husband would have been like, your wife is not, your best friend is not married yet, so I don't want her around you. But no, they were open and welcoming. I know to some people, marriage is an achievement. The way they are shouting it from the rooftop is almost like condemning singletons. It's so sad. It's so sad. Our backward mentality. People that you expect that these people are learned or to some level educated, but their level of understanding of this whole marriage situation is so embarrassing. That is back. It's so embarrassing. Yes, the aunt is like the mother, God's love. That auntie of hers was like the mom. That's why it was like an abomination. People were screaming when the news broke out. People were screaming. She didn't come. She didn't visit the country for a long, long time. Even when she visited, when you visit and everybody, people, when you travel abroad and you come, people are celebrating. That one, when she traveled and came, people were instead, she's walking on the way, people are running entering their houses. It's like, don't come and bring me bad luck here. Don't bring me curse. Let me not see curse. You know? So be there for your single friends. Especially if they haven't done anything to you. They're single doesn't mean that they will never get married. And first of all, marriage is not for everybody. Marriage is not for everybody. The amount of men are we have too many men, more than the women, to start with. And that's one thing some women need to come to acceptance with, that not everybody is going to get married. Not everybody will get married. So people need to accept it sometimes. As much as we will love to get married, some people love to get married, but maybe it's not ordained for you. Maybe God doesn't want you to get married. Yes. Maybe it's not meant for you. Don't force it. Some of us force it and get into relationships that we end up regretting, wishing that we would have probably stayed as single ladies or men. Don't allow your married friend to intimidate you because they are married. They want to treat you otherwise. No. Keep your respect. Keep your dignity. If they want to keep you as a friend, fine. If they think they can dish you, walk away and walk away respectfully. Don't walk away like those friends who walk away and want to tear each other down, want to tear the whole wall, tell the wall the color of knickers your friend was wearing, you know, how useless the friend was as a friend, or how bad she is as a person and she cannot make a good wife. Don't be like that. If they say they are married and they don't want you as a single person, dust your feet, like the Bible said to the disciples or apostles, dust your feet if you're not welcome and walk away. Super Pikin says, when your husband is a dog, you don't let bones around. But when you have a reasonable, respectful, and loving husband, you are confident, and the thought of him looking at your friends won't even cross his mind. You see, Super Pikin, that's true though. But sometimes we men, we all trust our men, isn't it? If you ask even the woman that was cheated on, that woman will tell you that they trusted their husband with their life. You know? So it takes a confident woman and also a trusting friend to allow another friend, a fellow friend, to live with him. Hi, Prince Melvin Nation. Oh, my darling baby bro. I beg, send my own burning fish. Where's my own roast fish? The roast fish that you ate with Big Caesar and Fred. The enjoyment was too much. Cut me small soap, no petit frere. Cut your grand says small soap. Yeah, so Poppy, it takes a trusting friend. Prince is laughing. Prince, you're laughing. Prince, our enjoyment minister for 2024. You and enjoyment 5 and 6. Please like the video for me, guys. Like the video. Yes, so I'm waiting. Okay, oh. All right, though. Don't worry. I'll tap you by God's grace. Maybe by then you will not even be in Cameroon yourself. So please like the video for me. Show your girl some love by liking the video. So please, let's not disrespect our single friends just because we are married. Let's not disrespect our single friends just because we are married. It's not good. It's not good. That's a mistake we make. We will lose a great support system just because you want to exclude somebody for being single. No, don't do that. It's dangerous. It's dangerous. Yeah. Another mistake that we make, another mistake that some couples make, is this thing of letting a third party in your marriage. There are some people that don't even have secret in their marriage anymore. There are some people that don't have secret in their marriage anymore. There are literally couples that will go and confide in their friends about how, sexually active or inactive their spouses are. My God, my goodness. Yes, some of us don't know our boundaries when it comes to a relationship. You go and tell your fellow friend and say, my husband is not doing good in bed, or my wife is not doing good in bed, or my husband, something is too short, or my wife something is too big or too small, or this and that, you go and tell the third party things that so intimate, intricate things in that relationship. You go and tell them, and once you open that can of worms, you are giving that person like a total go ahead where they can get involved at any stage in your relationship. Because when you do that, that person knows that if you can go that length to share such intricate information, they will feel so comfortable to poke their nose in areas where they're not meant to be. That's what they'll do. And we all understand how we talk about setting boundaries in relationship. And if you don't set the boundaries in that relationship, be ready for external forces disturbing the stability of your relationship. Yes. Or some of you go and tell the friend how good the man is or how good the woman is, how massive his joystick is, or how tight the woman lady's garden is. And to some people who have no loyalty, we have heard these stories before. I'm sure you guys have heard it before. You hear stories like best friend taking the best friend's husband. Don't DK and the best friend. That's just an example. And that's a celebrity that we know. But what about the people happening locally in a local community? Best friend taking another best friend's boyfriend because maybe one of the friend has gone and confided and said, oh, he has, he's a man. He's a proper man. And this friend is saying, oh, let me also go and try and enjoy, because if I'm not enjoying this way, let me go and enjoy what my friend is enjoying. So we have to be very careful. We have to be very careful with the kind of information that we share with our friend, even if it's your closest friend. Even if it's your closest friend or your sister, this kind of information, you have to keep it private. Have a conversation with your partner. Tell them. Sometimes a lot of us Africans, we are so shy to communicate about our intimate needs or sexual needs with our partners. Someone like me, I'm very shy to talk about it in public, to talk about intimacy in public. I'm very shy like that. Okay. But I'm very comfortable to discuss it with my husband. That's for sure. I communicate, I talk. I'm an extrovert. He's an introvert. But I like to talk about things like that because it's healthy for any relationship. It's healthy for any relationship. Some of you are there, you're with your spouses, and you feel like whenever you're intimate, you're in pain and things like that, and you don't complain about it, and you're silent and you're dying in silence. And then you go, maybe some people will be tempted to go look elsewhere or look outside because they feel like they're not receiving what they're receiving, or they compare to their previous relationship or the previous boyfriend and think there's something better outside there that this man is not giving me. Whereas just through simple communication, you can resolve all these, important aspects of your relationship. You can address them and make your relationship work instead of going around screaming it at the top of your voice to friends and anybody who can give you a listening ear. It's good to have that conversation with your partner yourself, to salvage your relationship and keep it strong and healthy. Don't involve a third party, please. Sometimes involving a third party will lose respect and you would breach boundaries in your relationship. People cross boundaries. Don't invite trouble in your relationship. Don't, and then tomorrow you start blaming someone when you're the one that actually invited them. My last point that I will make, please like the video. The last point that I will make about some of the mistakes that we make as couple is taking each other for granted. Taking each other for granted. Just because they are there, they're supposed to do those things. When they do it, you don't even say thank you. This simple word, say thank you, to your partner, to your husband, to your wife, to your fiance is so important. Acknowledge it. Praise them for the little things that they do. There's a mistake that I always made. I know I shared this with Mommy Bree the other time. She was shouting, say, Bella, Bella, how could you do this? How could you do this? That's a mistake. But then it's something I've learned. Okay. That's something I've learned and I have to correct it. I'm one of those people that, for instance, if hobby will buy something that I really don't like, I'll tell him that I don't like it. That's not for me. I don't like it. So, and you can tell I see the disappointment in him. When he's so excited to buy something for me, and then comes and I say, no, that's not my taste. It's not for me. I really don't like it. And but then I was made to understand that you can't do that. You have to appreciate just the effort, good or bad, just the effort, the thought of him going out to get you something, even if it's bad. Just thank him and appreciate it. Appreciate him for doing that, for doing that kind gesture. Is very, very important, because you want to encourage him to do more of such nice gestures. But if we're nagging and complaining and saying things like, oh, I don't like it, it's just a sign of showing, being unappreciative. That's a mistake that I was making and that I've been corrected, that I will not be making again. And those are the little things that we have to, unlearn in our relationship and learn the right ones. Learn the right one. When your wife cooks, thank her for the meal. As a man, you thank her. You eat the food, you thank her. Talking about thanking your partner, there's this guy, this big motivational speaker, Jay Shetty. I don't know if you guys have heard about Jay. This he used to be a Buddhist monk, but he's no longer a Buddhist monk. He's a motivational speaker now. He wrote on his page, I think it was a couple of days ago, he said, after being intimate with your husband, like after having sex with your husband, once you're done, what do you tell, or your partner, what do you tell them? Come and see response under this question. Come and see the responses that people put under this question that Jay asked. That once you're done being intimate with your partner, what do you do next? What do you tell them? What do you say? What do you guys think that people? What's the most common thing that people said? Hello, Auntie. Welcome, Auntie. We're almost closing. I see. Thank you for coming. Late night show. Yes, Auntie. I said, let me come and do something educative. Let's relax. Let's just have a convo together instead of having all the negative energy and cloud roaming around us. Let's have an educative show. And I'm really enjoying it, and I hope people are enjoying as well. So Jay was asking, guys, that after being intimate with your partner, what do you tell them? What is your first reaction after being intimate with your partner? What do you think people said? He's a motivational speaker. Queen Diamond. He was once a Buddhist monk, but he's not a Buddhist monk anymore. People wrote all sorts of things. I was just reading some of the comments and laughing out. People were saying things like good night. People were saying things like get off me, or people say very silly things. Yeah. Host, I am still shy after 22 years together. I say nothing. I always says that it was. Wow, why are you shy? God's love, how can you be shy after 22 years? There's no way. You shouldn't be shy. If you shall shy, you shall be shy for your hobby. Ah, I usually don't say anything. I usually don't say anything, but auntie, auntie, oh, auntie will say tata, auntie say generational gap. I mean, I don't say anything, but ah, ah, would you guys say, guys? You watching me? What would you say? What would your partner say? My husband normally say thank you. See you guys later. Generational gap. Oh, my auntie is gone. So it was interesting to see that. So those little things in your relationship, people, we have to pay attention as couples. You have to pay attention to them. Okay. Just sometimes the men, they just assume or expect that we, the women, we have to be the ones to sacrifice everything for kids. Or the mom is at home, she must give, feed the child, bathe the child, you know, do the hair and all those things. If a child is sick, there has to be the mom to take to the hospital. And yes, as mothers, we don't complain, we do those things happily. But it's nice sometimes for the man to acknowledge and say that, thank you so much for being such a brilliant woman. One of such days, apart from thanking them every day or thanking a wife from time to time, one of such days you can show your gratitude to your wife will be, you know, or your husband will be to, beautiful card and the flower, beautiful bunch of flower or vase of flower on Mother's Day, and just, write down pen down your heart or your thoughts about them or how great they are as a mother. Same, on Father's Day, buy something, significant and pen down something to tell them how great they are as a father or husband. It's very, very important. It's very, very important. Okay. Not taking things for granted. Be appreciative of the little things that they do. So yeah, these are just some of the things. These are just some of those things that we can work on as couples. Those common mistakes that as couples we make that we can avoid, so that we in order to better enjoy our relationship. And please, 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 to all those my brothers and sisters going to get married in Africa, going to get a village wife, as they will call it, a submissive wife from Africa, because you don't want an educated or empowered European or American lady. Please, if you're getting them out of love. You're not getting them because you want to come and make them, your second class citizen or make them your slaves. Please bring it out of love, not for any hidden agenda, because it always ends up in a mess. It always backfires. It always backfires. Appreciate the moment and also discuss the loopholes. Yes. Queen Queen Atkins Diamond. I love your coded language. I love the coded language. Yes. Yes, sis, you're absolutely right. Yeah. So yeah. So thanks. In fact, if there's nothing else to say, I really want to thank everybody for being here. I wanted us to just catch up and have a light moment and just talk and share our own experiences as couples. I want to believe as I can talk about this couple relationship. I've been in a relationship. I've been in the same relationship for 15 years. I'm married for 8. I believe I can, to some extent, talk about relationship, right? I don't want tomorrow Bobby Bro come and be like, Bella, how long have you been in a relationship? Well, how come you talk about relationship issues? So 8 years, I think it gives me enough, medal to talk about relationship to some extent. Let me help this person tell them where they need to go. It's very, very important. Let's share my only two experiences and also experience of others that I can actually share with you guys and we can learn together. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Thank you for spending the time with me. I appreciate you all. I appreciate you all. We're still going to talk about our feminine hygiene. That's that topic we cannot escape it. We must talk about that topic. Okay. That will be our next topic. And it's going to be on live camera because some of the things I have to say we'll have to demonstrate. And I can't demonstrate that in this invisible show. So yeah, definitely. Yeah. Thank you all so much. Good night, Diamond. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. God's love, the sweetest soul on the street. Auntie, my one and only Auntie Jerez, asking for a friend. Much love, Auntie. Love you, love you, love you, love you, love you. Prince Melvin Nation, my baby bro. Thank you so much. In fact, keep my soap. I'm coming. I'm coming. Oh, when I come to Cameroon, we have to eat that roast fish together. The girl with the vibes. Thank you, darling sis. I appreciate you. Jinken Don, my beautiful sis. Thank you for always being there and for your fantastic contribution. Support Pekin. Thank you. Sean Ayok, the first in the house and the one who kept me company until you all came in. Thank you so much, darling, for being here. Oh, my dear people. Before I end, I want to talk. Let me ask about. I don't know if you guys have seen what happened. Is it Lycée Bileng Etukebe? There's something that is trending on Facebook now about this university. It's a secondary school in Yaoundé where kids. I saw kids. Thank you so much, Kinaki Diamond. Thank you so much, darling. Some of you go get sleep. They said something happened at Lycée Bileng and there was a stampede and a lot of students were injured. And why? Because kids have gone on rampage, apparently because the principal decided to close the gate on students 30 minutes before the time. They're supposed to get into the gate by 7:30, but the principal decided to close the gate at 7 o'clock. So the kids break through the gates and went on rampage. But I'm just so surprised though. I'm surprised. Could that be the only reason? It doesn't add up for me. I don't know what you guys think. I don't know what you guys think, but the explanation doesn't just add up. Unless it's one of those principals that actually, doing punitive measures for kids randomly, irrationally, and the kids are fed up, or they're just so fed up with the general poor management of the whole institution, and they've just decided enough is enough and taken the law into their own hands, because kids cannot just suddenly wake up and attack their principal in that manner. Thanks, beautiful host. The network where I was so bad. I have been in and out of network. We'll rewatch when I get home. Thanks for such educational topics. Thanks, God love. Thank you so much, darling. Thank you so much for always being so supportive. So that story about these kids, this Lycée Bileng is very scary. Honestly, it's very scary, and I even wonder how kids, to be honest with you, can actually nurse the guts, the courage to want to go to that level of vandalism, the vandalization of the cars, the campus, classrooms. It was crazy. It was crazy, and I know sometimes teachers can be mad, but that was crazy. I don't know what our country is turning into. Anyways, that was just an aside. But thank you guys so much. I appreciate you all so much. Super Pekin, the most curvaceous of them all, my beautiful sis. Is that it means students are fed up? Yes, that's what I was thinking. When I was thinking that maybe the kids are also fed up. They're just so fed up. Yeah, they're fed up. Just like the one I read about the girl, I don't know about this one. It was in Douala where a teacher actually struck her on the back and she fainted and passed away. And I'm thinking, do we still have like how do you call this thing now? Such punishments in school? I thought they already banned all these punitive measures in school, like physical brutality on students. But yet you have teachers who still do that. It's really sad. There are many ways to correct children. I mean, traveling, like being here in England, I've learned a lot when it comes to disciplining kids or discipline, children, not just punishing them physically, but there are other ways you can punish a child, correct a child, so they can learn. Because when I remember my own experience in secondary school, my maths teacher, I still have him as one of my worst teachers in my life because of the amount of beatings that we got from this guy. Just the fact that we couldn't get a hang of maths, we suffer the consequences. There's a lot. All these punitive measures on students. This is the never again generation. Not to say that certain behaviors are okay. Exactly, you're absolutely right. God's love. The kids now, they know their rights. They're more open. I mean, it's how can I say, globalization. Destiny 234. Welcome, darling sis. I see you. The globalization, the world is so, it's like we're living in one world. The internet and everything, media, people read, people are more aware of what they can and cannot tolerate, so back then our teachers were like the ultimate. What they said went. And I remember my maths teacher. I'm not a maths inclined student. I've never ever claimed to be. Numbers are not my thing. Bring me history and politics. Aha, there we can enjoy ourselves. Thank you, Support Pekin, but not maths. And then you beat up a child. You beat up a child to a level where the child is actually losing their life. I remember a maths teacher will beat, whether you're sick or not, he will lash you well if you had less than average during any maths test. And there was a time where I was so ill. I was so ill, and I failed woefully for one of these tests or exams, and I had to be given strokes. And then one of my classmates, one of my friends, they were not friends anymore, but bless her, Shimen. Her name is Shimen. She was so kind. She actually offered to take my strokes. And you would think that this maths teacher would even feel sorry for Shimen and not give her those strokes or beatings. But for some reason, he took it maybe as a challenge. He lashed her with every energy he had in him. And my friend was not able to walk to class for almost a week because of the beating that this guy gave on her buttocks. Yeah, because of the beating that this guy gave on her buttocks. So I don't know what our educational system or educational systems are turning into. A barbaric zone. Kids are supposed to be protected in school, yet they feel traumatized. It's so crazy. When I saw that, it just, so many things running through my mind. And you're thinking, but hey, there again, like my darling God love has said, this is a never again generation. It's not like before. Okay, not like before. Anyway, guys, let me love and leave you all. I'll love and leave you all. I'll see you some point this week, and we're going to talk about our feminine hygiene topic, okay? We'll talk about that on our next show. Thank you all so much. Enjoy the rest of your week. All right, bye guys. Let me play some music from written and directed by our very own Asking for a Friend, my auntie dearest. Thanks for liking, guys. If you haven't subscribed, please do me a favor. Peace and love, harmony, what we need. Harmony. Thank you all so much. Thank you. I really appreciate you all. Good night. God love. Good night, my darling. Thank you so much. Good night for myself and our little co-host. Bye. I bet you soon. Promising love, of compassion. Stop the fighting and jealousy, women. Stop the fighting and jealousy. That's what's killing us women. Jealous of each other, trying to put each other down instead of uplifting them. Eh? What we need, peace and love, harmony is wonderful, beautiful. Yes, Destiny. Watch from the beginning, sis, please, if you can. At least you stopped by, Destiny. Thank you so much, sis. Thank you. Please don't forget to like before you leave. Let's get together. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. Hi, 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 hi. It's wonderful, beautiful. Together. We're stronger together as women. Not fighting each other. Eh. Queen Bridget. Thanks, darling sisters. Thank you so much. Thanks, guys. Please like as you come in or leave. And if you're watching and my silent watcher, please don't forget to subscribe. Good night, Super Picking, my Curvature sis. Oh my God, thank you guys. And thanks for the 7 new subscribers we had 2 days ago. Thank you all so much. Thank you so much. 7 new subscribers from our last show about relationships. Friendship with benefits. Chuba.
By the golden rule, treating others the way we want to be treated. We are chosen. We are loved. We are lovers. We are women.
You are a woman.
The power of a woman.
The power of a praying woman.
We are the champions. We are the leaders.
Oh yes.
We are the prayer warriors.
Yes.
We are the home builders. We are the fountain that will never run dry.
Oh yes.
We are beautiful and wonderfully made. Yes, we can. Together we can move mountains. The time is now. The time is now.
Thank you, guys. Good night, everybody. Good night from my end. Bye. Bye, everyone.